Oh, Pendeo. I was gonna check and see if there was any of those CDs that didn't sell. Weeders, thanks for the raid. Give Weeders a follow. She's a aspiring young artist, or a young aspiring artist, or already an artist and still young. I don't know. Give me a second here. Check the show notes. Give me 1 second. I think those all those CDs must have sold. Pendejo. Okay. I got my shipping caught up. Butterfly had to save me from a spider in a stool that I sold. Oh, Butterfly. I'm not big on the orange cream Coke Zero. Did you guys follow Weeders? She rated us. She was drawing. All right, you guys, welcome in. If you were here last week, it was a mess again because people couldn't make offers and people were placing pre-bids that were not showing up. And I started the show last week with a bunch of flash sales for 50% off on my bin. And then it was late by the time I realized that there were pre-bids that didn't show up and we still had hundreds of things left and there was no easy way to do it. So I just cloned everything into tonight and I am going to run down through as quick as I can all of the pre-listed stuff. I'm just gonna go in my boxes that I've got here. Oh, excuse me. And I'm just gonna do quick 10-second auctions. Most of them are sealed. And then when I get done with that, I'm going to offer pre-bid or flash sales for 50% off in my store. And that's probably the last time I'll do this or that for the foreseeable future. I'll have some other cassette shows um, on my cassette wall. I probably have one this week, and what I'm going to do is do $2 starts on the wall of cassettes. If you've seen that wall, see if there's anything anybody wants. The last one I had, I didn't sell too many, so I didn't replace them. Uh, Try to lower the bid to $2 and see if I can clear some of them out. So that's the plan. I'm going to start here almost immediately. I don't know. Is there even anybody here? My phone says one number, my computer says a different number, and there's absolutely no activity in the chat. And Bishy says a different number. Mr. Bishy's here. Ghosts here. It was nobody was coming in. My computer chat is like empty. If you guys haven't voted yet in the Bish's Naughty Awards, your time is running out. All right, here we go. We're doing 10 seconds. 5-second counter bids. And that is running 812 soldiers. Short Capone. Thank you, Bimbo. And Emotional Fish, Sloper. 16 ads. Are you serious? You're you're a glutton for punishment, Bishy. That one's running. Thank you, Beyond. Beat Farmers, Viking, Lullabies. That one's running. I thank you, Beyond. I would not be able to deal with it, Bishy. Did you decide what you're doing next year? Hank Crawford portrait is running. All right, and if they don't sell, I'm deleting them. Oh, it disappeared. How did it disappear? It's gone from my computer. This app drives me crazy. So I'm not going to delete them. If I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm going to try to delete them, but that one disappeared. So John Moran, The Manson Family and Opera is running. Ideally, everybody would just buy them. Remember to use your coupons. Find them. Alice in Chains, I don't know. Is it in the list? So Cool Mo D, that one's running. If it's in the list, we'll get to it. It's in the bin. I'll do flash sales when I'm done with the auctions. Thank you, Pendeo. Liquid Jesus Live. That's running. And remember, thank you, Pendeo. The season is almost over for the rewards. So if you have rewards coupons with somebody that's a seller, you got about a week to use them, I think. Loose diamonds. And that's running. Yeah, they're disappearing, Bishy. I don't know what's happening to them. Love, hate, let's rumble. And that is running. Yeah, not good at all. This is all stuff from last week, Mr. Gray, or Mr. Gray. People said they pre-bid on stuff last week. One person said they had 21 pre-bids. Maybe they were just lying. I don't know. But I couldn't see them at the end of the show, and I had had enough. We went pretty late last week. So MC Light ain't no other. So I'm just running all the ones that are pre-listed. Everything starts at $1. Thank you, last of the generals. And if we get done with that, I'll do some flash sales. If anybody wants anything. We got Push Monkey Maze still sealed. That's running. Pendeo says he had pre-bids. Yeah, this is a glitchy site. So deleting that one. Now they're showing up at random here, Bishy. The ones I already ran. Now I gotta delete them because they're in my way. Skeeters, Flying Women, and Walleye. I don't know, Pendejo, but it's very frustrating. And this one is running. I had a sale on Thanksgiving. I had 500 and some things, and there was stuff that did not get bids, and it was all $1, and there was some that sold for $1, and lots of stuff did not have pre-bids, and I sort of wondered whether or not there may have been pre-bids that didn't work for that show. It's hard to believe some of this stuff didn't get bids. Texas Midgets, Man with the X-Ray Eyes, that is running, still sealed. Thank you, Bendejo. U2, The Forgettable Fire. This one is unsealed. I think it's not in a new case. I'll stick it in a new case when I ship it. So that's running. Thank you, Pendejo. And we got Yellow Man, Mellow Yellow. And that one's running. Thank you, Beyond Leftovers. And one box down. Congratulations on unlocking Hardcore Horror, Beyond. We got LD Mind at Ease. That one's running, still sealed. Thank you, Bendeo. Dash Rip Rock Ace of Clubs, sealed. That is running. Thank you, Bendeo. Deuce, still sealed. Daisy Dukes, and that's running. Thank you, Bendeo. Genesis Abacab, still sealed. That's running. Thank you, Master Generals. Keller Plaid Din, sealed, running. Well, if they're cassettes, Beyond, you can use the cases. Thank you, Beyond. They're expensive now. I'm Mother Earth Dig, sealed, running. So, Bishy, what are you doing tomorrow? You having a show tomorrow? Is it a celebration? Is it are you having festivities? Thank you, last. I'm Mother Earth Scenery and Fish, sealed, running. She left. She's like, screw this shit. Thank you, Bendeo. She's making dinner. Butterfly's making dinner too, I think. Raging Slab, True Death. And that is running. 8 p.m. I was ready for a marathon game day. I guess I'll just have to try to sell crap. Thank you, Beyond. We got Severed Heads, Rotund for Success, still sealed. That is running. Thank you, Danny. I think it'll be inert by the time it gets here. Son of Sam and the Good Shepherds, sealed. Thank you, Beyond. And we have Sponge, Wax Ecstatic, sealed, running. Welcome in. We're doing 10-second auctions of all the stuff that's listed in the order that I see it in my world here, with $1 starts. Thank you, Lass. This is the children sealed. That is running. Thank you, Last. And B-Ball's Best Kept Secret. Sealed is running. Thank you, Last. 2 boxes there. Oh, this is going to be a quick box. Not much left. Nothing. Dangerous Toys Pissed. Sealed. Running. If you stick around, or if you come back when I'm done with the auctions, I will do flash sales if anybody wants them from the bin for half off. Thank you, Bo. Dig, I Mother Earth. Another copy of that, still sealed. Thank you, Last. Government Cheese, 3/4 no waiting, live, sealed. Thank you, Bendale. Intrinsic self-titled. Sealed. Running. Thank you, Beyond. And we got Surf Punks, so no, not them again. Sealed. Running. Thank you, Bo. We got the Pheromones, Collateral Damage. Sealed. Running. Thank you, Last of the Generals. And the last one in this box is TSOL, Hell and Back Together. Sealed and running. Thank you, Last of the Generals. Oh, you got it, Bisky. Yeah, my grandma had that game, had that exact, not that, that one, but that same game. We used to love to play that when we were little kids. What's nice is, I think it was missing one of the stunk dice, but I think I sent Mr. Bishy one at one time, so you should have enough to play it, I think. Born on the 4th of July, running, sealed. I think the skunk is just where the one is supposed to be on the dice. Thank you for home play. This that one is missing. So it's that one. So it's that one. So right as rain, Undertown, sealed, and that is running. Thank you, Beyond. Tag team won't. There it is. Thanks for the share bid by repeat. And that is running. Still sealed. Thank you, Bendale. Tin Machine. Tin Machine 2. Still sealed. That's running. A little bit of rip in the shrink there. Thank you, Last Generals. We got 2 down, balling after dark. And that is sealed. And that is running. Did I say we were going to eat at Bishy's? I don't think I said that. Bishy's cooking supper, according to Mr. Bishy. Thank you, Pendeo. ESOL hit and run, still sealed. That is running. If you don't want to cook, dear, we can drive into Wendy's when I'm done if you want. It's like the only place open in our town that's open 24 hours. Thank you, Last of the Generals. Various artists' Conquest of a Nation, the Slam and Rap compilation. Still sealed. That one's running. Well, then I guess we better just eat what you make. Volcano Suns, All Night Lotus Party, sealed, running. Thank you, Last. Yeah, Bishy always posts those pictures of her food. I think she just does that to taunt us. Antietam Vergue, sealed, running. Well, come in. we're running all the pre-listed auctions for $1 as fast as I possibly can. Most of them are sealed. Black Cat Bone Truth. And that is running. Yeah, she's right, Mr. Bishy. Her food doesn't look good all the time, but it always tastes good. Blind Tribe A, still sealed, running. I was listening to Octane earlier, and the DJ was talking about apparently the new trend is you stick uh, all your leftovers from Thanksgiving. You layer them in a big casserole dish and then stick it in the oven. I thought that would be something to try, but we don't have any leftovers. All we have leftover is turkey. Baby Cham is running. She said you start with the rolls. If that was an odd thing to have as a base for your casserole. Case is cracked, but it is still sealed. Cyclomoto goat, alkaline. I've never had a leftover sandwich. Had leftover turkey sandwich, but never had mashed potatoes and stuffing and cranberry sauce and all that crap on it. Thank you, Bo. Um, this one is Downy Mildew, Mincing Steps. Still sealed. Little crack in the case there. Happy Hate Me Nots. Out. Whoops, I hit the button. It's running. Thank you, Beyond. Living Colors, Stain. It's in the red case. Now it's running. Thank you, Fold Fan. Living Color Time's Up. Still sealed. That one is running. Thank you, Fold. Mista, self-titled. Still sealed. And that one's running. What are you having tonight anyway, Bishy? Thank you, Bandera. Mr. Mystic. Wait till they get a load of me. And that is running. Real fried chicken, like fried in grease. Oh yeah. Thank you, Bo. We don't have a grease fryer. If we do, it's not in the kitchen area. Butterfly might have one somewhere. I don't know. Still sealed. Mumble, skinny, head above water. That is running. Thank you, Pendejo. And we got Murphy's Law back with a bong. Still sealed. And that is running. Thank you. Whatever your username is. I'm not quick enough to decipher that. Of course, while the PC's locked up, I could probably be deciphering it. Shag, original motion picture soundtrack. Still sealed. That's running. Thank you, Bendeo. And Secret Society, Le Grand Finale. Sealed and running. Thank you, Dr. Six, whatever your name is. That was that box, so we'll move on to the next box. Seven, 6, 6, 9. East from a bad block. Still sealed. That one's running. Now it's running. Thank you, Beyond. Whoops, still going. Thank you, Beyond. Apache Indian. Still sealed. That one's running. Thank you, Nephilim. Dash Rip Brock, Ace of Clubs. Still sealed. That's running. Stay up there. Welcome in. I'm going down through the auction items and just running them all quickly. Thank you, Dr. Six. And everything starts at $1. Liars, a promise is a promise. Still sealed. Some cracking of the case. These ones that are cracked cases, I'll try to catch it when I'm shipping them and ship you an extra case too. Thank you, Beyond. Moving targets, fall. Still sealed. That one's running. Thank you, Last of the Generals. Murder Inc. Corpuscle. You have to search. I don't know. And that's running, still sealed. I'm sure I have some somewhere. I don't know if there's any in the list or in my store. Thank you, Last of the Generals. Plan 9 Sea Hunt. That is running, still sealed. That's so, did not sell. Who's over there? Rude Boys, Rude House. That's running, still sealed. Thank you, Beyond. Now I got Bish's name in the. Hey, Ohio. You guys are bored tomorrow night. Bishy's having game night. Suzanne Vega, 99.9 degrees Fahrenheit. If you poke on the Suburban Bish there and bookmark a show for tomorrow, some sort of game night tomorrow evening. Thank you, Pendejo. They usually devolve into people just harassing each other. And Bishy. But they're usually fun. Organization, self-titled. That's running. Bishy Butterfly said she hasn't voted yet, but she's going to. Thank you, Beyond. And Tiffany, New Inside. Will you be attending Ohio, or do you got to work? Thank you, Pendejo. And 2 Voyeurs. And that is still sealed, and that is running. Do you got to work tomorrow, Ohio, or can you play games? Thank you, Beyond. And that box is over. Oh, man. Box number 7. So, Arabian Prince, Where's My Bitches? Still sealed. That is running. Thank you, Bo. That is yours. Chili tea, Get Off Mine. Sealed, running, 10 seconds, $1. Chili tea. Thank you, last. And Edwin Collins, Gorgeous George. Still sealed. That is running. Full Killers, Out of State Plates. Oops, this one is not sealed, but it's a nice condition in a new case. That one's running. I did finish shipping, and Butterfly helped me finish the last few of them. I get done with 15 minutes to spare before this show. Thank you, last. Yeah, my second annual Thanksgiving Purge show is probably going to be my last. ISIS, the way we do. That's right, blame Butterfly. That is running. I don't think she fucked anything up. Thank you, Beyond. And Johnny P looked good. What? Last one? Last one what? And that is running. For the past 5 years, anything that goes wrong, I just say to Butterfly, I just say, fucking Biden. And she giggles. Everything's Biden's fault. I don't remember Obama. It's the dementia. Case 7, swing bat a swing. Did anybody buy that? Okay, Pendeo got that one. Thank you, Pendeo. And K7 is running. He's fine. He just had a cold that one night that resulted in bad things happening. Queen Latifah, Nature of a Sister. And this one is not sealed. Still in nice condition. Pretty nice condition. In a new case. And that one is running. Queen Latifah. Oh, I have dementia. Yes. Thank you, Nephilim. We got Siglo. I don't know what this is. Siglo 20, Siglo double X, Siglo. I don't know. And that is running. Thank you, Beyond. Okay, we gotta get rid of Edwin Collins. Nobody wanted him. The children, another children. There's children everywhere. That one's running. Still sealed. Thank you, Pendeo. The fear, as far as I can, something or other. Oh, as far as I can see. What are we lying about now? And that is running. Nobody wants to fear. The Neats. Crash at Crush. This one's unsealed. In a new case. And that one's running. Thank you, Les. I don't think I've ever been to a Costco. We live out in the middle of nowhere. The samples, autopilot, still sealed. And that is running. I went to a Sam's Club once. It's like a 2-hour drive, 2.5 hours. Thank you, last of the generals. Wizard of Oz in a bio box, still sealed. Cast recording from 1997 or 98, I guess. That's running. Wizard of Oz. Thank you, Pendejo. TSOL hit and run, and that's running. Now I want to go. I've never had a desire to go to Costco before, but it sounds interesting. And that is running. So is it worse than Aldi? Thank you, social. That Aldi seems to be very packed every time I go, and it's such a small store. Usually the ones uh, around that we go to. Okay, that was the end of that box. We'll go to the next box. We're flying through these. Butterfly. If it wasn't for you, I would not go to stores. They they deliver food to you now. Like you can use your phone to order your groceries and then someone brings it to you. Even out here in the middle of nowhere. Um, where are we at? Archangels. Self-titled. No, you take the time on your phone to pick the best stuff. And that's running. Archangels. Nobody wants to archangels. The different places I used before, and if you don't like what you get, you just complain, and then they deduct it from your bill. Okay, this is Beatles live. Uh, First recordings, Hamburg, Germany, 1962. Oh yeah, it's all good stuff when you get it in the mail. That's running. New case. Unless you buy from that imperfect, and then they send you the goofy shaped apples. But they still taste good. Thank you, Big Al's Barnyard. What's this? Amy Lorraine. And the Family Affair. Standing in a Monkey See, self-titled or still sealed, is running. Oops. Nobody wants her. Billy Squire, Tell the Truth. That one's running, still sealed. Thank you, Dr. Six. And the Kreutzen, Century Days. Still sealed, that is running. Thank you, Beyond. Gegita, Sacred Cow. This one is unsealed. Promo. That one's running. Thank you, Fold. Gravity Kills, self-titled. Still sealed. That one's running. Gravity Kills. Thank you, Pendeo. Kills for Thrills. Commercial Suicide. Yeah, it's still sealed. Case is cracked on the front, and that is running. Welcome in. I'm just going down through the auctions quickly with $1 starts. And we'll do Cool G Rap and DJ Polo. And that is running. Thank you, Bo. One Way Push, still sealed. That is running. Thank you, Beyond. Rival Sons Feel, still sealed, running. You guys all vote yet? Last of the Generals, thank you. Scruffy the Cat, Moons of Jupiter. I already voted, and I don't remember who all was nominated in the music category. Nobody wants Scruffy the Cat. Oh, Pendeo's in. Thank you, Pendeo. Shakespeare's Sister, Hormonally Yours. Still sealed, running. Thank you, Pendeo. I got The Doors. An American Prayer, unsealed, but I stuck it in a new case. And this is an old one. This is one from 78. So that is running. Thank you, Pendejo. The Jeremy Days. Jeremy Days is missing in action. So we'll do Tiger Claws of the Cat. Still sealed. And that is running. Thank you, Pendejo. And we have a TSOL Revenge. And this one is unsealed. Stuck in a new case. And that is running. Are they both using their... Are they clawing you, Butterfly? Everybody else. TSOL. Young D Boys selling cocaine as usual. And this one is unsealed. Stuck in a new case. That one's running. Kristen Swain is co-hosting Florida Flips. Thank you, Pendejo. Tumbleweed, Weed Seed. Pick, did you just send photos at 8 o'clock? And that is running. Oh, thank you, Social. And we got Zuzu's Petals, the Music of Your Life, still sealed. And that is running. It'll be okay. How many did you send? Thank you, Zuzu. And we got Jeremy Days, it's unsealed. Oh, that'll be a fun surprise for me after I'm done with this. So Jeremy Days, unsealed, stuck in a new case. And that is running. And that's the end of that box. Nope, I didn't get a single one unless pick requested some. Arson Garden Under Towers. Pick, if you need to vent, you could share your struggle and liven up the this show, because all I'm doing is saying the same thing over and over again. Arson Garden is running, still sealed. digit little miscarriage. This one is unsealed. Stuck it in a new case. And that is running. You need to try a different strain pick. Doug Lazy. Getting lazy. Doug Lazy getting crazy. Still sealed. That's running. You gotta mix up your medicine. Thank you, Pendejo. Drop acid, making God smile, still sealed. And that is running. The last one was Doug Lazy getting crazy. This is drop acid, making God smile. Thank you, Pendejo. Jack Ingram live at Adair's. And this one is unsealed in a new case. Promo running. What what's that mean, Pick? Do you wander off? Our neighbors, they went hunting in their $36,000 side by side, and we could see them up on the hill. Like they drove like 300 yards into the field, and then they got out of their side by side and stood about 20 feet away from it and just stood there in their blaze orange. I don't think they got anything. So in a new case, unsealed, Kiss. Whoops, I didn't pin it. Kiss, not in the shade. I think it's supposed to be hot in the shade. Not in the shade. That's running. The only reason I know it was $36,000 is because he came over to the mailman, or the UPS man dropped his package off here the one day, and he could tell by the picture on the delivery tracking that it was here. So he came over and he told Butterfly that it was $36,000. We got Kiss Asylum next. Yeah, he lives right next door, or just on the other side of the Amish school. Unsealed in a new case. Kiss Asylum. And like UPS and FedEx, they take pictures of them. Oh, okay. I wondered what you're talking about. Thank you, Big Al's. Kiss smashes, thrashes, and hits. And this one's also unsealed, but in a new case, nice condition. And that is running. Well, shouldn't his blind already be in the woods? Like a little bit late to be Thank you, last of the generals. Louie, let's get started. And this one is also unsealed. Nice condition in a new case. And that is running. I don't know if there was hunting today or not. I thought it usually started on Monday, but now they've got goofy hunting seasons every year here. They change it. Oh, where are we at? Bodine's Live promo. Unsealed. And that is running. Our liberal Jewish governor now allows hunting on Sunday. Crazy. I could care less one way or the other when they hunt because I don't hunt. But I had a couple old guys tell me that they were not happy about Sunday hunting. A little bit of crack in the case, but Mecon's retreat from Memphis still sealed running. Thank you, Bo. You can say the F word in the chat. It doesn't red chat you. Scorpio Rising. This one is unsealed too. Nice condition in a new case. That one's running. Shock Therapy, Touch Me and Die, still sealed. And that's running. We could just eat ice cream, Butterfly. You must have missed it. I said earlier that anything that goes wrong in life, I just say to Butterfly, fucking Biden, no matter what it is. All Biden's fault. It's Biden and his auto pen. It's all his fault. It's the fault. It's Biden's fault. Trump hasn't been able to lower gas prices. And that's right. I said I've been saying that for the past 5 years. Well, he was looking spry the other day. Thank you, Bo. And Tracy Chapman, New Beginning, and this one is unsealed. Nice condition in a new case. And that is running. And we have TSOL. That one's unsealed. They have one of these. It says there's 2 different listings, but the one was unsealed. This one's the sealed one. And that is running. Pick knows I'm kidding. Thank you, Social. Okay, so I think that's it. Now we have a Zenyago or whatever that is. Oh, Urge Overkill. Unsealed in a new case. That is running Americruiser. You know what would be funny, Butterfly? If he recovered from his prostate cancer and ran in 2028. Zed Yago, Pilgrimage, still sealed. That one's running. I already picked my candidates, but nobody cares what. I don't really get a say. Okay, I think that was. Oh, hit and run. We got another TSOL hit and run. Still sealed. That's running. Pick you'll get your little vehicle perforated. You can't drive around Pennsylvania like that, especially this part of Pennsylvania. Thank you, Social. All of us libtard Nugent fans are we don't know what to do. Is this the right box? There we go. TSOL Strange Love. And that's running. Thank you, last of the generals. Rap 2. Compilation, still sealed. That's running. Whoops, running. Run DMC, Spider D, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Pumpkin and the Profile All Stars, Cool Kyle. 69 more. Oh, yeah. We got Nasty Habits, Big Chief. Or Big Chief is a record label. I don't know. This one's coming unsealed, but it's still sealed. As of now. And that's running. The shrink is torn now. Thank you, Beyond. And we have a Dr. Mastermind sealed. The shrink is torn on this one. Oh, the shrink is disintegrating. That's running. Dr. Mastermind. Sort of sealed. I'm going to move your sign. Okay. Thank you, Pendejo. The Headless Horseman can't help but shake. This one is unsealed in a new case. Nice condition. That's running. Did any Bishy or anybody else, did you guys see any issues with the site yesterday during the big fee sale? Maine had a meltdown for a little bit, and Sweet FA, Temptation, Promo, Unsealed, Shop Butterfly. You come down here and look, or do a search. She's gonna say, "I'm preparing your food." Brand X Livestock, still sealed. And that one's running. I decided yesterday that I was just going to ignore everyone that came into my show and interrupted my show asking me if I have items. I don't know if I can do it though. I just start ranting at them. Oops, Dr. Mastermind, he's no longer there. He was. Okay, so we got box number 11 now. We got about 3 more of these boxes that are partially full. And then I will do some flash sales if anybody wants any for 50% off. And if not, then I will go eat whatever Butterfly is making. I think she's making turkey soup. I never had turkey soup before Butterfly. I didn't know it was a thing. Agit Pop, open seasons, nice condition, unsealed. And that is running. Thank you, Social. And we have Sample Slayer. Enter the meat market. Oh, I hope it's not gravy soup. I hope it's like broth soup, like chicken soup with turkey in it. Hope it's not like a bowl of gravy. I'm sure it would be delicious though, if it was. Thank you, last. That's yours. Now we have Bounty Killer. Fifth Element, still sealed, running. I'm gonna have to give you the drink. I can't drink the cream soda Coke, orange cream soda Coke. I gotta go get a drink here in a bit, like immediately. Bounty Killer, my experience, it's still sealed. I'm gonna start it, and then I'm gonna go walk across the building to get a drink. I'll be right back. It's running. Thanks, Bendale. Here's another Brand X livestock that's still sealed. That's running. Thank you, Beyond. Bullet La Volta. The gift. Still sealed. Shrink is tearing a bit. That's running. Bishy. Nobody wanted that. You go up there. So yesterday, I'm going to assume you weren't there. In Maine's show, Dog's Eye View, Happy Nowhere, still sealed. That's running. Somebody gave him 2 negatives. They entered 2 of his buyer giveaways by filling out the forms and won both of them. Didn't buy anything and left him 1-star reviews. I know it's not funny. It's my affect disorder. It was not funny at all, and I would have been fucking pissed if it would have happened to me. They said the car they were Matchbox cars. He bought a big collection. Sister Machine Gun, Sins of the Flesh, sealed, running. He bought a giant collection of die casts. And for the buyer giveaway, he just tossed them in a bubble envelope. And they did not like that. And they said they were dirty, which he said a couple different times that they were on shelves. Either the guy that had them had a store or a collection, and they were just on shelves. And Rebel Waltz, unsealed, nice condition, new case, running. Whoops, running. But he said he got like 15,000 of them. And who is going to sit there and dust 15,000 die casts to sell them on Whatnot for $3? But anyway, he got negatives out of it. And Butterfly kept saying, "Tell him I got a hairband," because that one time somebody sent her a used hairband and a Band-Aid as a giveaway prize. And I thought she left the person negative, but she said she never did. So this is running. But like the used hairband, the Shaman intact, running, sealed. Like the used hairband had hair in it. And the Band-Aid wasn't used, but it was a Band-Aid. And it wasn't disclosed per Whatnot rules. He does, Bishy. Still sealed. Urge Overkill on Merit Cruiser. According to Whatnot rules, you're supposed to disclose what the giveaway is. You're not supposed to say, okay, I'm doing a giveaway. It's going to be a surprise. I mean, people do that. I do it sometimes. But so anyway, she kept telling me, tell him about it. And I'm like, I don't want to interrupt his show. And I was shipping. Well, so she gets on his chat. This is running White Animals in the last days, still sealed, a little bit of hair to the shrink. She gets on the chat and types into the thing that she got a used hair tie and a Band-Aid. And Maine, he's like selling, and he thinks that she's talking about getting it from him, and Maine has no idea who she is. And you could tell he's like getting upset, like that this person is accusing him of sending used hair ties out as a giveaway after he was complaining about this other person. So Ohio was in there, Yellow Jackets, the spin, sealed, running. Ohio explained that's before Time Shop's wifey. And he like just totally missed that in the chat. And like we had to tell him several times because he was getting so flustered about not remembering that he sent somebody a used hair tie. Thank you, AO7. You should have been there. I know how much you like his shows. and he's like, he kept saying something like, "You're not serious. You, is this a joke?" Over and over again because he like missed the whole part where Ohio said that she was with me and that it wasn't. And then we both had to tell him repeatedly that it was some other seller. And that is running on the sire. It ain't pretty, being easy, still sealed. Pick Bishy secret chatted a disagreement with you. I think he's okay. I like his. I like the fact that he just doesn't give a shit. Plus, it's funny when he gets mad occasionally. It makes me feel better that I'm not the only one that gets frustrated with the app and selling on here. But he was definitely out of his element selling in that category, and he was suffering pretty good for a while. But I think they got into him, and he was selling quite a few. Talking who? Main Auction Co. is who I'm talking about. He usually sells in the ephemera category, but he got a big collection of diecast. He's an auctioneer for Maine. He's been on this app forever, like from the beginning, pretty close to it. ACDC, Flick of the Switch, a little bit aware, but new case. Oh shit! I did it. I didn't pin it. That whatever's running down there is what's running. Tesla. Fold fan. You can. It'll be okay, right? You can leave me a bad review for hitting the run next button. I know, it's my first show. ECDC, Flick of the Switch. Now we're running this one. Stupid run next button. Thank you, Roy. As much as that sucks to do it, whenever you do it, it really sucks when you accidentally hit run next and something high dollar is what runs next and you're not showing it and nobody's paying attention because they didn't want what you were showing. And then you just sit there and watch it sell for nothing. Euro gliders, unsealed, new case, nice condition, running. I have no idea, Pick. Every seller I've ever talked to about it hates it. It's stupid. And what is next? What's the next item? Nobody knows. You can't tell because it's different on every platform. I've got a PC in front of me. To the right of me, I've got my Android, and in front of me on this side, I've got my Apple, my iPhone. The next item is different on all of them. Here's another Giggy Ta or whatever that is. Unsealed promo. And that is running. And all the buyers on here just probably every time somebody rants about it, they probably wonder, what is the big deal? But just wait. Try to sell something if you're not a seller, and wait till you hit that button and just run some random shit. And then it's even better when you have somebody that gets pissed off because they were bidding on what ran and they thought you were running what was in your hand. Where did all the bin wrap disappear to? I don't know. I sold a bunch of it that last show. I sold some during the week. And the people just buying stuff. It's Christmas shopping. I don't know. I didn't take any out. Frente, Marvin the album, unsealed, nice. That is running. Well, whatever I ship whatever somebody buys. But yeah, if you're not paying attention, I'll bet there's times when people hit that run next, and the seller and the buyers have no idea that they were bidding on something completely different. That's so nobody bought that either. Glass Tiger, Thin Red Line. And this one is unsealed, and it is in nice condition with a new case. And that one's running. Oh, listen to this shit. The other day, on Thanksgiving, I had my purge show. And I started everything at $1. And right at the last second on one of the items, somebody bid. And she comes to my shows a lot. And I said, thanks, Bat Mom. Unsealed. A little bit of wear to it. New case, Kingdom Come. I said, thanks, Bat Mom. A couple seconds later, she comes over and she says, I didn't bid on that. She said I was doing my hair and my phone was sitting on the sink. She wasn't even touching her phone, and it bid on it. Nobody bid on that either. Okay. Kiss Animal Eyes. A little bit of wear. New case, Kiss Animal Eyes. And that is running. Message Bat Mom of 3. She might be willing to part with them. Well, A07. See, the thing is, like right now, I can't show it. But like I just ran this. The last of the generals bought it. And then right down here it says 6 bids. Up above it is the item and the name of the person. And then over here it says run next now. There's a yellow button that says run next. And if I don't go over to my PC or click on my shop there and pin the next item, if I accidentally hit that run next because I thought I pinned it or something, it'll run some random shit out of my store. It just There's no rhyme or reason to what it runs. And if you're not paying attention, yeah, see, I pinned that. So it changed it, and now there's a whole start auction button that goes the whole way across the screen. It's dumber than hell. No, there's not even a seller that can tell you how it chooses what to run next. Michelle, somebody, Plantation Lullabies. I think it's unsealed. Unsealed, nice condition, new case. That's running. Yeah, and I ran one show where I tried to hit run next, and it screwed everything up. It was a mess. And that was the last show I tried it. But every once in a while, you hit that thing because you forget to pin it. You get bullshitting or something, or somebody asks you a question, and you're not paying attention. Pretty nice condition in a new case, unsealed, pure Pure Puriphinalia. That's right. Yeah, you just every once in a while you forget that you didn't pin it, and then you're in trouble. Most people are pretty understanding because they've heard enough. They've been on here long enough to hear sellers complain about it. So if you have more than one quantity, it just runs the next one of those, huh? Is that what happens? Unsealed doors, nice condition, new case. But the thing is, so if you're running like, if you just had like a generic listing for cassette tape, and then you hit run next, it would just go to cassette 2 and then cassette 3, I guess, probably. But well, that'd be great if you were doing that, but nobody's ever doing that. Shut butterfly. Yeah, if it happens, I mean, you can ask to cancel if on my shows. I don't care, whatever. Sister Machine Gun Metropolis, nice condition, new case, and that's running. You'll have to try that on one of the shows that. Thank you, last. That I have just the generic product in quantity and see what happens. It'll probably pull something from the buy now and run it. Sheer infliction. This is a unsealed promo, nice condition, new case, and that is running. Paul Krasner, same deal, unsealed promo, nice condition in a new case. What makes it really bad is when you catch it immediately and then you say, don't bid, don't bid, don't bid. And then somebody waits until the time is almost up and then bids. I did that a few weeks ago. I was running an oil can. I was holding an oil can. And I hit run next and it ran something totally different. And they were angry. I haven't yelled all year, Pick. That was my New Year's resolution. Don't yell at the chat. Edge of the Road, various artists, unsealed, new case, nice condition. I have been good. I did. I take it out. I take it out on Butterfly afterwards. She gets the full brunt of the rant. Well, the year's almost up, Ghost, and I think next year I'm not even going to bother making the resolution. I'm just going to yell at people. Well, I said that, Pick. The Fountainhead, nice condition, new case, blah blah blah, unsealed, running. Butterfly says and got red chatted. That's why I am very slowly poisoning him. All right. Do we have a Blue Murder here? Blue Murder, self-titled. Same deal, unsealed. No, I'm not having a Christmas vinyl show. I gave a bunch of. The other day, I gave like 200 Christmas albums away to the local record store. He says he gives them to people. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I need some shelf space. That's right. Blue Murder. I think we only got one more. Oh, we only got like 4 tapes left, I think. We're going to delete all these ones. Oh, Bendejo wants that one. Thank you, Bendejo. So we're going to the last box, I believe. I'm locked up. Jack's self-titled promo. That's running in a new case. All right, the last one I have is Tesla Bust a Nut. And I've got this extra Tesla here. So we got Tesla Bust a Nut, unsealed, nice condition, and in your case. And here is the Great Radio Controversy. I'm going to give you both of them if somebody wants them. Both in new cases. That was what a coincidence. That was pretty funny. Bishy. You can't say bust a nut apparently without getting red chatted. So there, you can have both of them if you want them for $1. I gotta find something to stick those in if somebody wants them. Oh, I gotta get an envelope or something so I remember. Oh, I got envelopes up here. Thank you, Mr. Bishi. All right. How many does that leave left that I didn't delete because they disappeared? 45. Oh, I forgot about the 8 tracks. There's this 8 track. It's running. Anybody want that 8 track? That's a ridiculously, that's a rare one. Any hip hop CDs? No, this is a cassette show. Sorry. Oh, there might be. There's not any worth looking for probably in the bin. All right. Look down through the list. Don't look down through the list. We're just gonna say those are done. There's some 8 tracks in there, but I'm not gonna pull them out. Push Monkey. Somebody bid on Push Monkey after I have a pre-bid on Push Monkey. Okay, social. Hold on a second. I'm gonna. We're gonna run Push Monkey. Somebody pre-bid on it. That is running. Let me check the pre-bids. Thank you, Cold. Okay, I have no pre-bids, so I'm gonna say we're done. I'll check the pre-bids on what's left there. Everything that's left is stuff that I ran and did not get bids. I'm not gonna run the 8 tracks. If you don't want one of the first ever car demo tapes, you're probably not gonna want any of the other ones. And there's ones that I sold or ran and didn't get bids. They disappeared for a moment and then they came back later. And I'm not going to delete 44 things. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to run flash sales if anybody wants them. I'll start with fresh. I'll do 50% off in the buy now. Anything you want, I will do it until you don't want to do it anymore. If nobody wants to do it, whoops, that's okay. I'll go eat the food that Butterfly has prepared for me. So here's fresh out of Borstal. 50% off. There's 22 of these available. Everybody can get one. And then I will do fresh today next. There, get that another day. Okay, here's fresh today. And then we'll do Van Halen, Diver Down, and Magatron. That's why it's a rarity, because I have all of them. Those I think that was part of a collection I bought down in Maryland one time. The guy bought them that I bought them from, a liquidation auction from Dollar General like 20 years ago or something. Here's Diver Down. There's only one of these available. We better get on it. And thank you to everybody that buys these. I'm not paying attention. Just assume I'm thankful. It flashes up pretty quick. Okay, here's Magatron. The invasion will not be televised. And we'll do 50% off of that. And that is running. Everybody can buy one. Delight. Can't believe there's any of those left. Sold a bunch of those last week. Here's the Delight. And that's running. And here's Ground Zero, and then we'll do the Partridge Family. Whoops. And that's running. Hey, Rag, how are you? Partridge Family. This isn't what you requested. I'm going to run it anyway for 10 seconds. Partridge Family. It's that one. The Shirley Jones, David Cassidy Partridge Family album. And then I'll do Shopping Bag. Okay, you don't want that. We'll do the Shopping Bag like you requested. 10 seconds, 50% off. There's the Partridge Family Shopping Bag. They're done, Rag. No more. I have no. I ran them all. I'm just gonna delete the ones that didn't sell. Nobody's complained yet that their pre-bids didn't work. Here's a version. This one is. Oh, it's locked up. A version fit to be tied, half off. Is running. There's 4 of those available. All right, that seems like it's too long. We'll just do 10 seconds. If you need me to run them again, tell me, but I'm just going to go 10 seconds. Here's a version, The Ugly Truth. That's running. Now we'll do Fat Boys. Did that run? I don't know. Fat Boys coming back hard again. Ten seconds on the Fat Boys. If you need longer, let me know. And these are in quantity, most of them, so feel free to buy a bunch. This is Fat Boys Mac Daddy. 10 seconds on that. Oh, social just requested one. There's probably a whole bunch of them in stock, or a whole bunch of different titles. So here's Lord Kitchener, Classic Kitchener Volume 1. 50% off, 10 seconds. And then we're going to do volume 3 right now, 10 seconds, 50% off. There's 26 of these available. You buy for one for all your coworkers. And here's volume 2. There's only 7 of these available. And Mighty Sparrow, there's 4 of these, so pay attention. Mighty Sparrow, 50% off. Dancing Shoes, 10 seconds is running. And then we're going to do Mighty Sparrow Volume 4. 10 seconds running. It's too bad I gave T-Some all those fat beaches. Here's Mighty Sparrow Hot Like Fire. 10 seconds. And we're going to get the Manford Man after right now. Manford Man. Manford Man, the best of Manford Man. Ten seconds. Manford Man is running. And then we're going to do Manford Man's Earth Band, Nightingales and Bombers, 8-track for 10 seconds. And this is sealed on the 8-track as well. 10 seconds on that. And then we're going to do Sugar Smack Top Loader. And there's 2 of these available. 10 seconds on the Sugar Smack. And then Lucifer's Friend. So this is Good Time Warrior, sealed 8-track. That one's running. 10 seconds on that, and then we'll do Lucifer's Friend, Sneak Me In next. Okay, here is Sneak Me In. That one's running. And then Jive West. Here is Jive West, 50% off, 10 seconds, running. Oh, I don't see any other Mighty Sparrows. Do a search and tell me the code at the end, like the C-129, that sort of thing. Pete Bardens. Oh, there's a whole bunch of Pete Bardens. Here is Further Than You Know. 10 seconds, 50% off of that one. Pete Bardens. And here comes Pete Barden's watercolors for 10 seconds at half off. And that's running. C55. If you put C55 for Mighty Sparrow, I don't see one in that one. We get John Lee Hooker. A bunch of these. Here is Alone. Half off at that, 10 seconds. Oh, you want John Lee Hooker in 55. We'll do the Olympics here in a second. Here's another John Lee Hooker, 10 seconds. This one is going down Highway 101 or Highway 51. And then we'll do John Lee Hooker Gotham Golden Classics. That's the one in 55. There's that John Lee Hooker running. Gotham Golden Classics. And while I'm here, we'll do the last John Lee Hooker half off. And that's Wonder and Blues. There's a few of those available. And that one's running. And that one's 1 in 42. Butterfly. Here's the Olympics. There's only 2 of these left. Golden Sounds of the Olympics. And there's a running. Butterfly's just putting random numbers out there. So that was the Olympics. Mighty Spoiler. Mighty Spoiler. We haven't done Mighty Spoiler yet. I don't think. Did we do Mighty Spoiler? I think she's just making up numbers. Mighty Spoiler Unspoiled. And that is running. It's targeted. Why am I in trouble now? Okay. I think I caught up. Got the Olympics. Sabotage. I didn't get that one. A rock opera by Sabotage. 10 seconds on that one. Well, thank you, Social. Okay, here's a Luke. Half off of Luke. And that is running. There's 6 of those available. Welcome in. I'm doing flash sales from my bin. If there's something you want me to run, just put it in the chat. Horsies. Horsies Trouble Down South. Multiple of this in stock, and so that is running. Cool G Rap. That one's running half off. Hey, have a good night, AO7. Thank you. Sweeney Todd, raw bass. Okay. Raw bass. And that is running at 50% off. 10 seconds. And then we'll do Sweeney Todd. And there's 8 of these available. I believe he has a 2-tape set. And Sweeney Todd is running. And then we'll do George Clinton. And this George Clinton is the last one of these. Unless I find more, but it's the last in the store. So testing positive for the funk, half off. Greg Allman. Here is Greg Allman Laid Back. And that is running. Got multiples of those in stock. And here is Playing Up a Storm. A couple of these available. Greg Allman, Playing Up a Storm. And then we'll do the Blunt Funk compilation. And there's the Blunt Funk. And Peter Murphy. A Peter Murphy Cascade. Got 3 of these available. And Peter Murphy's running half off. And if I missed any, let me know. And if you just joined me, I'm taking requests for a while from the bin at 50% off. Fats Waller. Three tape set. And Fats Waller, The Middle Years, Part 1. Sealed box set. Multiples of those available. Everybody get one. Yes, I can. Here's Sweeney. And this is a 2 tape set. There's a few of these available. And that is running. Thank you guys that bought those. Commander Cody. Okay, this is Aces High. There's only 2 of these available. Half off of that one. Do 10 seconds. And then while I'm in here with Commander Cody, I will do the Sleazy Roadside Stories as well. And we'll do 10 seconds on that one. So that Commander Cody is running. Welcome in. I'm doing half off bin items as flash sales. If there's something you want me to run for half off, put it in the chat. Heavy soundtrack. That one's running. The heavy soundtrack. Keith Jarrett. Bishy, Bragg just sent me a message that says all the glass and Christmas in this week's Sunday auction. Arg, it's all good. I don't know what that means. She didn't specifically send me screenshots, so. Keith Jarrett. I assume you want the CD. I don't see it on cassette, so we're gonna run the CD at half off. And that one's running. That used to be a very expensive CD. Used to be. You're here? Then you can hear me. I was talking to Pick earlier, and she was here too. You're not requesting 75 or 80 items at 9:30 at night, are you? Here's the last poets. There's only two of these available, and those are running. Well, um, I don't know. You don't have to, but it's going to be hard for me to list those things at, in 12 hours with mealtime and sleepy time in there somewhere. Okay, well, Mingus, the nightmare thingy. Okay, here comes the nightmare, the weird nightmare. And that one, there's a whole bunch of those available. Yeah, I do need to sleep a little bit. The packaging makes me tired. I didn't count the hours it took me to package that stuff, but I just got done like 15 minutes. I got caught up 15 minutes before this show. So here's the Tommy Boy soundtrack. And that is running on the Tommy Boy. And then we'll do Cameo. And if you just join me and you want something run for 50% off in my bin, just put it in the chat and I'll run it. Here comes Cameo Emotional Violence. And that is running. Thank you. And now we'll do Colton again. Excuse me, that one's running Corn again. And then we'll do Daz Band. Here's Daz Band's greatest hits, 7 of those available. She's serious beyond. Does he still live in Omaha? I assume. Oh, he's Jimmy Hooligan. Uh, Here's Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. This is the cassette. There's some 8 tracks available too. I'm gonna run the cassette, assuming that's what you want. There's also a vinyl available. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed it was a white dude. It looked like gangster rap by the graphics on it. Ohio Players. Here is Fire, and that is running. What's funny, beyond where I bought that, where I got that CD, I got that CD from, I bought out a record store in Brooklyn. So at one point, his music made it to New York City. I have no idea. I didn't get many CDs from the place. I don't know how many tens of thousands of cassettes I bought, but somebody had been there. Somebody bought most of the CDs before I bought the cassettes. I think they probably made out better than I did. You know, I never dealt with like mini discs. I didn't do much with CDs at all. I did the older stuff, the vinyl and the cassettes and the 8 tracks. But those old like chorus concert programs that are on vinyl, those are one of those things you could put a pretty good price on, and they didn't fly out the door by any means. But when somebody wants a copy of their grandparent or whatever singing in ninth grade, and you have it, they're willing to pay for it. Yeah, that's on my website. I sell my yearbooks for $59.99. I don't get down much lower than that. I used to sell them for 35, and I you can stick most of them on eBay for $5 a piece, and you won't get a bid. But you just leave them sit there for a while, and eventually somebody wants one. Here's Bass Cube. The cube is bass. The bass is power. And that is running. I had a guy a week or so ago uh, start whining to me on eBay because I wouldn't look up in the yearbook to see if he was in it. It says right in my description of all my yearbooks, I'm not going to look people up. Before I put that in the description, I had people virtually every day messaging and asking if I could look up to see if their grandpa or their parents were in a yearbook. And so I put a disclaimer in right in the description. We can't look people up. And I told him it's right in the description. I don't look people up. And he had a fit. And it's like the yearbook was from like 20 years ago. Like he should remember whether he was in his own yearbook. And it's like, well, and then the people say, well, if I'm in it, I'll buy it. Don't you want to sell it? And it's like, well, yeah, I want to sell it. And if I walk across the building and pull it off the shelves and go through the box that it's in and find that one and then flip through 150 pages and find you, you might buy it. But if I do that and you're not in it, I've just wasted 15 minutes of my time and do that 10 times a day. I remember that I was in my yearbook though, Bishy. At least I think I remember. Welcome in. I'm doing flash sales from the bin, and I'm probably going to wrap it up here pretty quick unless you guys start sending me some more requests. I, I only had a crush on one girl. No, I will not be on tomorrow. You got to do it now. I'll probably have a cassette show this week where I scan over my wall, but this is the last time for the foreseeable future that I'll offer 50% off because a lot of the I mean these are all priced below retail, like below what you can get them on eBay for to begin with. And this is hours of me running around the building pulling these from stock when I do these. So if you want them, request them now. The show's been scheduled for a week. I'm sorry. You guys that buy on here, if you really need to learn to look ahead and do some searching and stuff, so you find shows like this ahead of time. I know I'm preaching to the choir largely, but it's so many people that get upset because they miss out on something, and it's like the stuff's listed. Like my Thursday sale, my purge sale, everything was listed as a buck for the past starting bid for the past month, and all the products were on there for like 6 months. Brian Eno, before and after science, base factory. I think you requested that before and I just ignored it. I went with the base cube and forgot about it. Here's base factory 808. So pick, did he just was he in school with you? Yeah, the pre-listing, I don't know. Oh, that guy pick. Um yeah, the pre-listing thing. I don't know. I'm torn. I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Sometimes you do pre-listed stuff and it seems like you have much better luck, and then there's other times you just whip crap out and throw it in front of the camera and run it. And I've had pre-listed shows where I just sat there and nobody wanted to see anything. And I've been in other people's shows with the same deal, but it seems like you get like better prices sometimes with the pre-listed stuff. I don't know. Ron, you know again? And this is the Brian Eno before and after science, and that is running. I've also got NerveNet. Here's Brian Eno NerveNet if anybody wants it for half off while I'm in here. And that's running. Pick, did you look the same in high school as you do now? Like, can you look at your picture and then do I? Uh, I don't know. I think so. Well, I'm in the fat part of the year, so I look different this part of the year. Uh, I shaved my head in high school when I swam, so I've never had one of those shows beyond. Do you have pics of that pic? Oh, you'll have to share those sometime. Buy now is half off right now. I'm not going to do it all night, but I've been doing it for the past couple hours. You just got to put it in the chat, and I will run a flash sale. Apparently, the for some reason the offers aren't working. The site is kind of messed up. That's the way I would have pictured you pick with big hair with one of those big poofs out front. No, there's nothing wrong with big hair. When I was in like seventh grade, there was this girl, and I don't know why she didn't drive. She was like a senior, and she sat with me on the bus. She got on like the last stop, and her hair, she had one of those poof things. I swear it was like 12 inches tall, and it went straight up. It was like this wave. It was impressive. Yes, and it took 25 years for the Earth to repair itself from all you guys in the 80s. Mega rap. Mega rap. And there is mega rap. Bish, you know somebody's going to ask. You're going to have people asking if they can nominate themselves 3 weeks from now. Well, film they say it's fixing itself. Although I just heard on NPR the other day that the middle part of Pennsylvania, apparently there's a massive outbreak of melanoma, and they can't figure out why. But they think it might be from all the pesticides they spray on the cows and the corn. Or Biden, yeah. The guy I worked for when I was a teenager, he when he was about 70 years old, he started getting skin cancer everywhere. And they determined it was from the I forget the name of it, but it was a type of poison they used to spread on the potatoes at his farm. He said his dad would just send him out with this like galvanized bucket full of this poison powder, and he'd just dip his hand into it and spray and just throw it all over the potatoes, sprinkle it. Godflesh. I've mentioned numerous times to my parents that Roundup causes cancer, and they think that I'm kidding and making it up because they still sell it at Walmart, and why would they sell it at Walmart if it caused cancer? Here's the Adams family. There's only one of these available. So there's the Adams family. I don't think it was DDT. It was something else. It was something that they determined a long, long time ago. It was like shortly after he was a kid that like he shouldn't be touching that. Alan Parsons on air. There's only two of these available. That one's running. We got Alan Parsons. It's running. Well, and Roundup only causes cancer if you have it in if you like ingest it in large quantities, or if they're spraying it on the fields next to you and it gets in your groundwater and you drink it every day, which is what the local farmers do. They just spray it with their sprayer on the fields. Neil Young. It works really good for killing plants, though. You can't imagine why it would be bad for animals. There's Neil Young Weld. There's a 2 tape set. There's a few of those available. I have a multiflora rose bush beside my house, and for years I trimmed the thing, and it made pretty roses. But I always kept it a small little rose bush. Well, when I was in exile, I it turned into a giant multiflora rose bush. So my mom wanted to come up and spray Roundup all over it to kill it. And I told her I don't want you spraying Roundup there because like we drink the water that comes out of the ground that's underneath it. They think I was overreacting. I think she come up and sprayed it when I wasn't. I think so. Though I chopped it down and it grew back. And then the one day I was mowing grass and it was like the little bush that was there because they're harder than hell to kill. All of a sudden it was like all brown and dead. And I asked my dad, did she come up and spray that with Roundup? And he giggled and said, probably. But it grew back anyway. So whatever, for some reason it was dying and then it just came back to life. And if you're a city folk and you don't know what a Molliflora rosebush is, it's they're quite the organism. They have these giant razor sharp spikes on them, and they are impossible to kill. And if you let one grow for about a year, it turns into the size of an apple tree, and there's no way to cut it down easily because they just branch out everywhere, and like you need a pole saw to get into them. And then if you cut them off, you have basically a tumbleweed with razor blades on it. Oh, thank you, Beyond. Malta Flora Rose. If you don't have any out there, uh, you're lucky. It was one of those plants that they brought in from someplace, I think, is they imported from another country, I think, from China or something, thinking it was going to be good for hedges or some shit. And now it's an invasive plant that pretty much can't be killed. That's pretty much it. You got to hook it to a truck and pull it out, or get a bulldozer. Either that, or spend 4 days on each one with a little pair of pruning shears and leather gloves. I don't know. I've heard of that, but I don't know that we have it here. I'm not sure what it is. If we do, they're not a bunch. We have we have grapevines, but they don't get that bad. All right, we're gonna call that a. We've got those too, but out in the country that we don't have so many pit bulls. They stay more in the urban areas, I think. Where we got lots of meth heads, but they're mostly benign because they're just kind of tweaking out to themselves. We have, yeah, we have trailer parks and meth heads, but the real problem is the fentanyl, and it's the meth heads that'll tell you that. Thank you, Beyond. All right, I'm gonna say last call. Anybody? Is there anybody still looking? Pendeo, do you sell CDs, or were you just looking to pick some up? Okay. All righty, guys. You do car parts. Okay. All these cassettes will be they're in the marketplace. you can make offers on them if you see something you want. I think they were pretty low prices to begin with. Uh, so all right, guys. Thank you. I am gonna get off of here. I've got a show in the morning selling old stuff. Um, I appreciate all these orders. This stuff should go out Monday, I think. Thank you, Bishy. And make sure you vote in Bishy's Naughty Awards, guys. If you haven't done it yet, uh, take 5 or 10 minutes and go vote for that. The time is running out. It's the end of the month. Uh, oh, I forget where we're rating Bishy. That was like 3 minutes ago. It's gonna start typing something. Cloud City. Okay, we'll go to Cloud City Records. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. See you, Pick and Rag and or Bishy.